welcome back. Today's class is a twist on traditional vinyasa. We're going to do sun sal A, a variation of sun sal B, and then we're going to do a sun salutation C that builds strength and length throughout the entire body. We're going to work on balancing postures today. We're going to work on crow pose today. So just have fun with it and do what you can, and maybe branch out and try something new if you've never done it before. All you're going to need is a block and your mat, and let's get started. Let's begin today in easy seat position, palms facing down for grounding. Go ahead and allow your eyes to flutter closed. Allow your sit bones to ground into the mat. Sit up nice and tall and roll your shoulders back and down. Let's begin to take our first deep breath in together. Inhale completely through the nose. And then exhale, open the lips and sigh it out. Allowing yourself to have a very audible ha sound, just like that. Inhale deep, deep, deep through the nose. Exhale, open the lips and let it go. Take another inhale just like that, deep into the lungs. And exhale, this time seal the lips and sigh it out through the nose, trying to make it very audible. Allow every next breath to be just like that. Inhaling through the nose and exhaling out through the nose. Inhale. Finding a little more length in the spine, and with each exhale, grounding down with the hips. With your next inhale, bring both arms up overhead, look up. Exhale, plant your left hand down and sweep your right arm overhead. Take a nice stretch in the right side body. Inhale, back up through center, look up. Exhale, take it on the left. Inhale, back through center. Exhale, plant your hand and take your right arm overhead. We're finding the rhythm of our breath. Inhale, look up. Exhale, take it to the right. Practicing linking one breath with one movement. Inhale, back through center. Exhale, take it to the left, stretch, stretch, stretch. Keep your right hip plugged in, the right tailbone plugged in as you lean. Inhale, back through center. Exhale, bring your hands through heart center. Allow your eyes to open. Let's roll over the feet and come to tabletop position. Stacking your shoulders over your wrists and your hips over your knees. We're going to take a couple of cat-cows. Inhale, drop the belly, gaze lifts, tailbone tips up. Exhale, press the mat away. Lift, 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 tailbone tucks. Inhale, look up. Exhale, chin to chest. Draw your navel into your spine. Press, active through the hands. Inhale, broaden through the collarbone. Look up, tailbone lifts. Exhale. One more just like that. Inhale, gaze goes up. Exhale, press the mat away. Inhale, meet back in neutral spine. Curl your toes under and press your hips up and back for downward facing. It's our first downward facing dog of the day. So go ahead and make it your own. Pedal the feet out. Perhaps you want to sway your hips from side to side. Perhaps you have some cracking and popping in the body. I know I do. Just allow yourself to be exactly where you are today. Staying with your breath. Seal your heels down onto the mat. Inhale, rise up high on your tippy toes. Shift your shoulders over your wrist. So you're pressing the mat away. You're doming in the back. You might have to adjust your feet. Press, press, press. And then with your exhale, allow your hips to fall down towards the mat. Broaden through the collarbones and look up. So similar to an upward facing dog, but you don't have to take it if your back is sensitive. Just leave it here. Just do whatever you can. Exhale, press your hips up and back, downward facing. Let's take 2 more just like that. We call these body rolls. So with your inhale, shift your weight forward, high up on the tippy toes. Press, 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 doming the back. And then lower the hips to the mat. Open up, look up. Exhale, hips go up and back, downward facing. And with each inhale, you're melting the heart down into the thighs. Inhale, rise up high on the tippy toes. Stack the shoulders over the wrists. Press the mat away like a cat back. And then exhale, lower the hip points down to the mat. Broaden through the collarbones. Look up. Press it back, downward facing. Very good. Come back to the downward facing dog that's comfortable for you. Equal parts pressure in your hands and equal parts pressure in your feet. Stay very active in the hands, pressing the mat away. And now I want you to bring your awareness to your left hand. Ground down through all 4 corners of both feet. And then slowly begin to lift your right hand up off the mat. So you're kind of TPing your fingertips up. And then when you're ready, you're going to pick your right hand up and bring it back by your side. So right hand is down by your right side. Now when you're ready, shift your weight into your right foot. Bring your body awareness in, okay? Slowly lift your left leg up. Strengthen through your core. Knit your ribs together. Stay active through the fingertips of your left hand and ground down through your right foot. Take a few more breaths here. We're building heat in the body, and we're also practicing body awareness. One more breath here. And release. Bring your right hand down to the mat. Bring your left foot down to the mat. And we're going to take it on the other side. What we do on one side, we must do on the other, because we always want to be balanced yogis. So ground down through your right hand. TP your left hand off the mat. You may find this side easier. Usually we have one side that's a little easier than the other one, or maybe because you know where you're going, it's going to be easier this time. Slowly lift your left hand up, bring it back. Lift your right heel up, peel your toes off the mat, and step it back. Notice the awareness in your body. Are you toppling? Are you shaking or wiggling? Or are you like, oh, I've got this, no problem. Breathe here. Press, 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 active through the fingertips, pressing the mat away and grounding down through all 4 corners of that left foot. Gaze goes down. Draw navel to spine. Using our core muscles to help us balance. You're using your quad muscles to keep the leg lifted. Exhale, come back downward facing. Very good. Amazing job. Even if you just gave it a try, that's a great job. Always be proud of yourself and where you are in your practice. Always building yourself up. With your next inhale, shift your weight forward. Look between your hands, bend deep into the legs, and hop, step, or jump to the front of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift with a flat back, look up. Exhale, lengthen and fold. Inhale, reverse swan dive your arms up, look up. Lengthen up through the arms. Interlace your fingers, leave your pointer fingers out for Kali Mudra. Gaze up. Keeping the length in your arms, with your exhale, lean to the right. Inhale, back through center, look up. Exhale, take it to the left, leave your right foot plugged in. Inhale, back through center. Exhale, swan dive all the way down. Inhale, halfway lift with a flat back. Exhale, stamp your hands down, step back, high plank. Exhale, lower for chaturanga. Inhale, roll over your toes, upward facing dog. Exhale, press your hips up and back, downward facing dog. Breathe here. Stay with your breath. Don't forget your Ujjayi breath. One more breath here. Exhale through the nose. Inhale, rise up high on your tippy toes. Bend deep into the knees. Hop, step, or jump to the front of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift, look up. Exhale, lengthen and fold. Inhale, rise up, gaze goes up. Exhale, take it to the right. Inhale, rise up, look up. Exhale, take it to the left. Inhale, gaze goes up. Perhaps you take a little back bend if that's in your practice. Exhale, lengthen and fold. All the way down. Inhale, halfway lift, look up. Exhale, plant your hands, step or jump back, high plank. Slowly lower, chaturanga, roll your elbows in. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, hips go up and back, downward facing dog. We're going to take one more just like that. If you want to try to jump forward this time, squeeze the mat active through your hands. You're using your fingertips as your brakes. So rise up high on your tippy toes, bend deep into your knees, and hop forward. Inhale, halfway lift, look up. Exhale, lengthen and fold with a flat back. Inhale, gaze goes up, arms lift. Interlace your fingers, leave the pointy finger out. Lift, 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 lengthening your spine. With this length, exhale and take it to the right. Don't collapse into your rib. Inhale, back through center. Exhale, take it to the left. Inhale, back through center. Exhale, lengthen and fold. Inhale, halfway lift, look up. Exhale, plant your hands, step back, high plank. Exhale, lower for chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing, shine your heart. Exhale, press it back, downward facing dog, come home. Very good. Let's get right into it. With your next inhale, shift forward, high plank. You may have to adjust your feet. Exhale, let your heels fall to the right. Peel your left hand up, side plank, look up. Go ahead and float your left foot. Bring it down, high plank. Exhale, lower for chaturanga. Inhale, press it up, high plank. Exhale, let your heels fall to the left, side plank. Go ahead and float your right foot, if that's in your practice. Release it down. Inhale, high plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, press it up. Exhale, side plank. Really building heat in the body. Lift the leg if you can. Maybe you can just lift it 1 inch. Exhale, release. Inhale, high plank. Exhale, slow, controlled chaturanga. Inhale, press it up. Exhale, take it, side plank. Gaze lifts, right foot floats. Exhale, release. Inhale, high plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, press it up. Exhale, side plank. Float the foot. Exhale, take it down. Inhale, high plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. Hold here. I'm going to take 3 breaths here. Inhale completely. Exhale, still the lips side up. With your next inhale, rise up high on your tippy toes, spin deep into the knees, hop, step, jump to the front of your mat. Inhale, chair pose. With your exhale, sweep your right hand back, look back. Take a nice little side bend. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, left hand goes back. Inhale, back through center. Exhale, lengthen and fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands, step back, high plank. Exhale, low plank. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing dog. With your inhale, sweep your right leg up and back. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, step it through. Seal your back foot at a 45 and rise up for warrior 1. Exhale, open for warrior 2. Inhale, straighten your right leg and sweep your right arm overhead. Inhale, right fingers go to right toes, triangle pose. Stack your left shoulders over your right and look up. Feel a nice stretch in the left side body. Exhale, bend deep in the right knee, stamp your left hand down and open your right arm up for dragonfly. Gaze goes up, twist it out. Inhale, stamp your right hand down, step your right foot back to meet your left. Lower for chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing. Inhale, sweep your left leg up and back. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, step it through. Seal your back foot, come to warrior 1. Exhale, open for warrior 2. Inhale, straighten the left leg and sweep your left arm overhead. Reverse your warrior. Bring your right peace fingers to your left toe, triangle pose. Exhale, stamp your right hand down and open up for dragonfly twist to the back of the room. Inhale, step your left hand down, step your left foot back to meet your right, high plank. Take your vinyasa. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing. With your next inhale, rise upon your tippy toes. Bend deep into the knees. Hop, step, or jump forward, chair pose. Inhale, look up. Exhale, sweep your right arm back, look back. Inhale, back through center. Exhale, sweep your left arm back. Inhale, back through center. Exhale, lengthen and fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands, step back, high plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing. With your next inhale, sweep your right leg up and back. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, step it through, rise up, warrior 1. Exhale, open for warrior 2. Inhale, paint the sky, reverse your warrior. Exhale, right fingers to right toes, triangle pose. The modification here is you can place the block underneath your right hand, or you can always put your right hand on your right shin. Exhale, stamp your left hand down, open dragonfly twist. Inhale, stamp your right hand down, step back, take your vinyasa. Let's meet in downward facing. Inhale, sweep your left leg up and back. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, step it through, warrior 1. Exhale, open up, warrior 2. Inhale, straighten the right leg, sweep your left arm overhead. Inhale, take it low, triangle pose. Feel a stretch in the side body. Exhale, stamp your right hand down, bend deep in the left leg, and open for dragonfly. Inhale, stamp your left hand down, step back, go through Vinyasa. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing dog. Gonna go through Sun Salutation B one more time. Make this the best one of the day. Perhaps you try to jump forward in chair pose this time. Just give it a little hop. Inhale, rise up high on your tippy toes. Gaze between your hands because that's where you're going. Bend deep into the knees and hop forward. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale, sweep your right hand back. Inhale, back through center. Exhale, take your left hand back. Inhale, back through center. Exhale, lengthen and fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, stamp your hands down, step or jump back, high plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, sweep your right leg up. Exhale, right knee to nose. Step it through. Inhale, rise up, warrior one. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Exhale, triangle pose. Inhale, stamp your left hand down, open up, dragonfly twist. Stay for the exhale. Inhale, stamp your right hand down, step back, take it through your Vinyasa. Let's meet in downward facing dog and take it on the other side. Inhale, sweep your left leg up and back. Inhale, knee to nose, crunch it in. Step it through, rise up, warrior one. Keep your hip points turned toward the front of the room. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, paint the sky. Look up, feel a stretch. Exhale, take it low, triangle pose. Inhale, stamp your right hand down, open up to the left, dragonfly twist. Inhale, stamp your hand down, step back, take your Vinyasa. Press your hips up and back, downward facing, breathe here. If you begin to lose your breath, go ahead and come back to breath. Inhale, exhale it out. Begin to walk your hands back to your feet. Grab opposite elbows and hang. Shake your head no, shake your head yes. Stamp your left hand down in front of your face. Take a slight bend in your left knee and then open up towards the sky or the ceiling or whatever you see. Take a nice twist in the side body. Exhale, switch it out. Inhale, open, open, open. And then exhale, really sit down and bring both hands down to the mat. Take a deep bend in the knees. And go ahead and begin to roll your body up. Allowing each individual vertebrae to just roll to the top, letting your neck be the last. Very good. Tadasana, mountain pose. Standing in the back of the mat, facing towards the front of the mat. Very good. Go ahead and take your left foot out, step directly in front of you, and then pivot towards the front of the room. Toes are pointed slightly out, heels are in. You're gonna take goddess squat. Take it down low. Get comfortable here because we're here for a minute, literally a minute. So hold here. You wanna make sure your knees aren't caving in. So you have the inside of the blade of your foot. Notice if it's kind of like dumping in and press it out. So we're trying to open the hips. You can put your hands on your hips for a little help, but that's kind of cheating. If you need to do so, go ahead. You can help press the hips out. Tuck your tailbone in just a little bit. Stack your shoulders over your hips. Hands at heart center. Stay here. Very good. You have the option, you can do hands at heart center, you can do hands up for a little challenge. I'm gonna be here for now. So hold and hold. The lower you go, the harder it is. And you kind of want to have your thigh bones parallel. We're almost there. We have 10 more seconds. And hold. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rise up, arms go overhead, and squat for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and hold and bounce. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rise up. Exhale, point your toes forward, lengthen and fold. Melt your heart. Adjust your stance if you need. If your head is very easily meeting the mat, go ahead and walk your hands just a little further underneath you. Breathe here. For those of you who want to take headstand, you can do that right now. If you want to take firefly, go ahead. Just here for a minute longer. If you would like to deepen your stretch, you can take both hands, grab a hold of your ankles, and pull. Pull your body through. But only do this if your head is easily touching the mat. One more breath. And release. Place your hands down in front of your face with a flat back, lift up halfway. Pivot your feet back towards the front of the mat and step back for downward facing dog. Very good. Your next inhale, sweep your right leg up and back. Exhale, right knee, right tricep. Inhale, kick it back. Exhale, right knee, left tricep. Kick it out like a kickstand and then peel your left hand up. You roll to the bottom of your back foot. Fall in triangle. For extra credit, can you lift your right heel up off the mat? Hover and hover. 3, 2, 1. Stamp your left hand down, kick your right leg up for three-legged dog. With your inhale, lengthen. With your exhale, crunch it in, knee to nose. Tap your knee to the mat for 3, 2, 1. Pull it up, 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 up. Press the mat away. Can you step through without hitting your foot on the mat? Rise up, lightning bolt. Breathe here. Hold for the exhale. Inhale, lift your arms up, crescent. Exhale, open for warrior 2. Inhale, straighten the right leg and sweep your right arm overhead. This time, take your left hand and grab a hold of your right wrist and pull for sky archer. Exhale, windmill your forearms down to the mat, bend deep into the right knee and take lizard lunge. Inhale, stand all the way up, facing the back of the room, 5-pointed star. Exhale, bend deep into the right knee, hands come to heart center, Skandasana. Now listen up, with your inhale, stand all the way up, pivot your hips to the back of the mat, pop up on the ball of your back foot, bend deep into the left leg, bring your hands in front of your face. Perfect. Palms facing one another. Hold for your exhale here. Inhale, bend deep in the right knee, spring forward for one leg Tadasana. Hold your balance. Gaze forward and find your drishti, find your vocal point, something you want to look at. Bring your hands to heart center and begin to swing yourself forward like a pendulum. Take warrior 3. Keep your hips pivoted toward the mat. Keep your gaze. Use your glute to lift that right leg up. Keep your right foot flexed and begin to come forward. Lower and lower and lower until you bring your hands to the mat. Standing split. Go ahead and begin to walk your hands down closer to your shin bone. Perhaps you want to take the bind. Perhaps you want to just stay where you are. You can always use the block. If you want to take the bind, take your left hand and wrap it around your left leg and pull, 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 and release. Walk your hands out in front of your face. Go ahead and take a micro bend in your left leg so you're utilizing these muscles. Bring your left hand to heart center, and when the balance is there, slowly lift up for one leg Tadasana. Very good. Take your right ankle and place it over your left knee and squat for figure 4 squat. Drop it low. Inhale, lift it up. Take your left hand on your left hip and take your right peace fingers around your big toe. When the balance is there, extend your right leg out. Pull your right shoulder back into the socket. And with your exhale, open to the right. Bring your left arm out for counterbalance if you need. Breathe here. Bring it back through center. And hold. Slowly begin to bend deep in the left knee for pistol squat. Slow and controlled. Come into boat pose. Legs straight, palms out. Exhale, lower. Inhale to lift. Exhale. Inhale. 3, 2, 1. Plant both feet down and come into Buddha squat. Use your elbows to press the knees away. Lengthen through your spine, lengthen through your neck. Feel free to stay here. If this is in your practice, go ahead and stay in Buddha squat. If you want to work on crow pose, stamp your hands down in front of you and bring your feet back behind the wrist. Roll the elbows in and bend your elbows back toward your shins. You're creating a little shelf with your triceps. Rise up high on your tippy toes and begin to shift your weight forward. Stay active in the hands, you're gripping the mat. Begin to bend the elbows and rest the knees on the back of the triceps. Lean. Bend your left knee up so your heel's touching your booty. And then lean forward until you finally become weightless and you can take lift off. Hold here. Gaze is forward. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. You can jump back to chaturanga or step back. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing dog. Very good. With your next inhale, sweep your left leg up and back. Exhale, left knee, left tricep. Inhale, kick it back. Exhale, left knee, right tricep. Kick your left foot out like a kickstand and lift your right arm overhead. Lift and hover your left leg. Hold for 3, 2, and 1. Stamp your right hand down and kick it back, three-legged dog. With your inhale, lift up high with the left foot. Exhale, crunch it in, knee to nose. Take 3 taps for 3, 2, and 1. Lift, 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 lift. Step it through. Swing your arms back, lightning bolt. Inhale for crescent lunge. Exhale, open warrior 2. Inhale, straighten your left leg and sweep your left arm overhead. Take your right hand, grab your left wrist and open up. Exhale, windmill your forearms down to the mat, bend deep in the left knee for lizard lunge. Inhale, rise up, 5-pointed star. Exhale, bend deep in the left knee, skandasana to the back of your mat. Big toe points up. With your inhale, lift up and shift your hips to the front of the room and deep into the right knee. Hands go out in front of you, runner's lunge. Hold for your exhale. Inhale, bend deep into your left knee and step forward, one leg Tadasana. Bring your hands to heart center. Shift your weight forward for warrior three. Keep your gaze. Lift, 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 lift. Use your glute to lift that back leg up. Keep your hips pointed towards the mat. Bring your hands down to the mat and walk it in for standing split. Notice if one of your standing splits is more open than the other one. Typically, we're always more flexible on one side or the other. Just begin to bring body awareness in. You can take the bind here. If you're a handstander, maybe you want to kick up and do a couple handstands. Whatever is in your practice today. Go ahead and release. Take a micro bend in the right knee. Bring your hands to heart center and rise up. One leg Tadasana. Keep your hands at heart center. Take your left ankle and bring it over your right leg. Drop it low, figure four squat. Inhale, rise up. Take your right hand to your right hip. Take your peace fingers around your left toe. When the balance is there, extend. Pull your left hip back into the socket, your left shoulder back into the socket. Stand nice and tall, micro bend in the right knee. With your exhale, open to the side. Take your right hand out for counterbalance. Hold for one more breath. Bring it back through center. Slowly lower pistol squat. Bring both legs up, high boat. Exhale, low boat. Inhale, take it up. Exhale, take it down. 3, 2, 1. Release and stand both feet down and roll yourself up for Buddha squat. Bring your hands to heart center and begin to press your elbows out. Broadening through the hips. Using the elbows as a self-assist. Hands at heart center, lengthen up through the back. My crow posers, go ahead and stamp your hands down on the mat. Walk your feet back behind your hands. If you're new to crow pose, you can always roll the elbows in and bend them towards you, and then take your knees really far outside of the triceps. So instead of leaning the knees on the actual tricep, you can take them around the outside and squeeze. So squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. You're squeezing your knees into the outside of your elbows. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Jump or shoot it back. Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale. Press your hips up and back, downward facing dog. We're going to take one more round of that on each side. Give it your best effort. We're going to move just a little faster. Inhale, with your inhale, sweep your right leg up and back. Exhale, right knee, right tricep. Inhale, kick it back. Exhale, right knee, left tricep. Take it high up into your armpit and kick your leg out like a kickstand. Fallen triangle. Lift and hover. For 3, 2, and 1. Stamp your left hand down and kick it out. Three-legged dog. Inhale, draw it in, knee to nose. Take 3 taps for 3, 2, and 1. Lift, 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 lift. Step through. Lightning bolt. Hold for your exhale. Inhale, crescent lunge. Exhale, open it up, warrior 2. Inhale, paint the sky, sky archer. Exhale, windmill it down, lizard lunge. Very good. Drop it low. Get deep into that hip. Inhale, rise up to the back of the room, 5-pointed star. Exhale, hands to heart center, skandasana to the right. Inhale, rise up, shift your hips to the front of the room, bend deep, runner's lunge. Hold here for the exhale. Inhale, bend deep into the right foot, the right knee, and step forward, Tadasana. Hands at heart center, kick it out, take your warrior 3. Take flight. Keep your gaze. Hold, hold. Keep your gaze. Slowly begin to lower. Hands come down to the mat. If you want to take a handstand here, go ahead. Take the bind. You can reach up and grab the right leg. Pull it into your booty. Hold here. Whatever variation is in your practice. Release the bind if you have it. Walk your hands out in front of you. Take a micro bend and lift it up. One leg Tadasana. Take your right leg over your left. Figure 4 squat. Lift it back up. Left hand goes on the left hip. Right peace fingers go around pinky toe, extend. Hold here. When the balance is there and you're ready, open it up. Hold your gaze. Breathe here. Nice and strong in the left leg. Grounding down through all 4 corners of your foot. Bring it back through center. Slowly bend in the left knee with control. Pistol squat, bow pose. Very good. Exhale, low bow. Inhale. 5, 4, 3. Keep it tight. 2. Very good. And 1. Stamp your feet down. Roll up. Buddha squat. Use the elbows. Press it out. Notice if your Buddha squat's getting a little deeper. Notice if your hips are opening up. They should be opening up by now. Stamp your hands down in front of you, and let's go into crow pose. Roll the elbows back, grip the mat. Shift your weight forward. If you feel like you're falling, you're doing it right. You can always put your block out in front of you like this. So if you feel like you're gonna fall on your head, it's not as scary. You can even go ahead and rest it. Like that, and then shift, shift, shift. There you go. You can look and see that my block's kind of rolling forward because I'm shifting my weight so far forward, but it makes it a little less scary. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Shoot it back. Chaturanga, upward facing. Don't try to shoot it back if you have that there. Downward facing dog. With your next inhale, left leg lifts. Exhale, left knee, left tricep. Inhale, kick it back. Exhale, left knee, right tricep. Kick it out like a kickstand. Open your arm up, look up, and then hover the left leg for extra credit. For 3, 2, and 1. Stamp the right hand down, kick it back, lengthen out. With your inhale, exhale, crunch it in, knee to nose. Take your 3 taps. For 3, 2, 1. Pull, 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 pull. Step it through without hitting the heel. Rise up. Hold for your exhale. Inhale, crescent lunge. Exhale, open warrior 2. Inhale, sky archer. Exhale, drop it low, lizard lunge. Inhale, rise up, 5-pointed star. Exhale, Skandasana to the front of the mat. Excuse me, the back of that mat. Inhale, lift up and shift forward, runner's lunge. Exhale, bend deep in the left knee, step forward, Tadasana. Take a deep breath here, find your gaze. Bring your hands to heart center and begin to shift warrior 3. Use your glutes, flex your back foot, roll the hips. They're facing the mat, and slowly lower and lower and lower until you are in standing split. Really press and pull the left leg open. Actively use your muscles to pull the left leg up. Go ahead and try to take the bind if that's available for you. And release. Take the micro bend and rise up. Tadasana. Take your figure 4 squat. drop low. Inhale, rise up, right hand to your hip. Left hand, left fingers around left toe. Take your balance and extend. Take a deep inhale here. Hand to big toe, or Utthita Hasta Padangusthasana. Open it up. Take your right hand as your counterbalance. Very good. Hold, hold. Bring it back through center. Slow and controlled. Bend in the right knee all the way down. Pistol squat. Roll into bow pose. Inhale, look up. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. 3, 2, 1. Roll forward, Buddha squat. Feel free to stay here. Or one last time, this is our last option for crow pose. Try to do it with me. Bring yourself together, plant your hands, grip the mat, roll the elbows in. Rise up high on your tippy toes. If you need the block, go for it. If you want to go for the outside grip of the triceps, go for it. Shift your weight forward and take flight. Hold here. Strengthening through the wrist, strengthening through the core, the arms, but mostly it's ergonomics. You're just shifting your weight forward. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Shoot it back. Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing dog. Very good. We're going to take 3 breaths here in downward facing dog. If you would like, you can come into a child's pose position. Whatever is comfortable for you. We're here. Deep, deep, deep inhale through the nose. Bring your heart back to a nice stable breath. Exhale, seal the lips, side out. Inhale deep through the nose. Exhale, seal the lips, side out through the nose. One last big inhale here. Exhale, let it go. If you are in child's pose, press yourself up to downward facing. With your inhale, sweep your left leg up and back. Exhale, step it through. Come through to warrior 2 pose. Deepen into warrior 2. Bend deep into the left hip crease. Look down. Can you see your big toe? The tendency in warrior 2 is to let this knee fall in and cave in and then roll to the inside of the foot. So open the hips, press it out. Your back foot is parallel to the back of your mat. And you're bending deep into the hip crease, palms facing down. Become aware of your shoulders. Are your shoulders crunched up like this, or are they relaxed down your back? Draw your navel in, slight little tuck of your tailbone. Hold here. Stay bent deep in the left knee. And breathe. Gaze goes over your middle finger. Stay with me. Knit the ribs in together. And try to open the hips. Breathe. Stay with your breath. If you notice yourself beginning to shake, don't worry about it. You're finding your edge. Stay with me. Can you take it just a little deeper? 1 more inch deeper. For 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Straighten the left leg. Pivot the feet forward and let's take it on the other side. Slide into warrior two. Hold here. Same thing on this side. Roll the hip out so you can see your big toe. Bending deep in the hip crease. The top of this leg is parallel. Roll the shoulders back and down. Gaze goes forward. Warrior two is a very powerful pose. So just let yourself feel powerful here. Notice how your body is feeling. Is it sore? How are your arms feeling? Are you wanting to mentally escape? Or do you feel good here? Breathe into it. Stay with your Ujjayi breath, your breath of fire. Inhaling through the nose and exhaling through the nose. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Straighten your right leg out. Bring both feet forward. Exhale, forward fold. Melt it in. Very good. When you're ready, come to a lying position on the back of your mat. Lay all the way down and let your left leg be long and pull your right knee in. So you're interlacing your fingers underneath your right knee. Pull it to the outside of your rib cage. Relax here. Let your bottom foot be flexed. You can flex your top foot as well. And make sure your knee is to the right of the rib cage, so you're not pulling it over the top of your chest. Just breathe here. With the exhale, take your left hand and guide the knee over your body. And then bring your arms out to a T and allow your head to fall to the right. So your head's falling the opposite direction as your knee. And try to keep your right shoulder plugged into the mat. Just relax here. Let this feel good in your body. Go ahead and draw both knees into your chest. Interlace your hands around your knees and try to touch your forehead to your knees. Release and allow your right leg to come down and bring your left leg up. Draw it to the left side of your rib cage. Breathe here. Flex your foot on the mat. And you can flex and rotate your ankle at the top here. Take your right hand on your left knee and draw your leg over to the right side. Open your left arm out. Allow your head to fall to the left. Breathe into your low back. If this is too much on you or it's just not comfortable, you can take the block and put it underneath your knee. So that kind of helps bring your knee a little closer to the ground. The most important thing you're looking for here is for this left shoulder to be plugged into the mat. Even if you can't get your knee to the floor, you're still getting the action of the stretch, and you're still benefiting. Go ahead and release, and bring both feet where they're facing up towards the ceiling, like you're gonna stamp on the ceiling. And then grab your hands and grab the outside blade of your feet and pull your knees down onto either side of your rib cage. Flex both feet, lengthen through the neck, and work on keeping your tailbone sealed onto the mat. Inhale. Exhale, pull, pull. Once again, you're drawing the knees onto either side of the rib cage. You can rock back and forth. Give yourself a little smile during Happy Baby. Did amazing work today. You did amazing just by showing up. Release your legs all the way down the mat. Release your arms by your body, palms facing up. Allow your eyes to close for Shavasana.